Hi, I'm Dawn Damari, and you're listening to another episode of the audio blog. Just wanted to remind you, while this isn't a traditional podcast, you can get this wherever you get podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or you could go to my website, teaspoonofhealing.com, and you can click on blog or podcast, and that's where you can get these. They will be available weekly, written and audio. So you can choose if you want to read or listen. So this one is about sensitivity and why it's a strength. So if you've ever been told you are too sensitive, this one's for you. Sensitivity is actually a gift. Now, if you're a highly sensitive person, and that's also called an HSP, you are more in tune with your senses, with nature, surroundings, intuition, emotions. You may feel more connected to other people and their needs. You might feel very connected to animals, and you're going to feel things a lot, whether that's emotions, temperature, fabrics, anything. So you're going to feel higher highs and lower lows, and you're really going to be in tune with the needs of other people. Now, some of you might be thinking while you're listening to this, wait a minute, isn't being too sensitive a bad thing? Isn't that a weakness? No, it really isn't. However, it's something that you have to manage. It's actually a huge strength, but you have to manage it. If your sensitivity affects you in ways that are hurting you, you're going to need to learn how to establish really strong boundaries and protect yourself. And I'll talk about that in another one of these episodes. But right now, just know that being sensitive and intuitive, it's a real gift. But it's really important not to let the opinions of other people shape how you feel about yourself. And you also can't let the needs of other people be more important than your own needs. You come first. Take care of your own needs first. Now, why is sensitivity a strength? I am a highly sensitive person, and I've known this since a very young age. I remember being a little girl, and some of my very early memories or of having very strong emotions, very high highs, low lows, and I've learned how to manage that mostly throughout the years. But I remember having a strong appreciation for nature. I loved to write little stories when I was a little girl. Really liked music. I really liked art. Not very much of a painter, but I always appreciated beautiful art. I've always been drawn to nature and animals. I also have a great need for solitude and quiet time to recharge. Also, at times in my life, I have become too sort of enmeshed with other people's lives, needs, and desires, and that's really been not good for me. So, from my experience, why is being a highly sensitive person a strength and not a weakness? Well, if you are highly sensitive, you will have enormous empathy for others. Empathy is when you can easily step into someone else's shoes and you can see things from their perspective. You're going to feel sad when someone's hurt. You're going to feel bad when someone's having a bad time. And some highly sensitive people are also empaths, and I'm sure many of you are empaths. But it's very important to know, while empathy is a great gift to have, you have to be really on guard, as I'm sure most of you know, for narcissists, sociopaths, and scam artists. Narcissists and sociopaths absolutely lack empathy, and they also resent the light inside of you. They don't have it, so they want it from you. They can't feel empathy, so they want to literally drain it from you. You need to be careful. You're also probably highly creative. You probably feel really drawn to painting, drawing, writing, making music, making new recipes, or even expressing yourself through your personal style. Your intuition is going to be very strong. And intuition is a gift that all of us possess. It helps us make decisions, decide who to approach and who to avoid. As a highly sensitive person, your intuition is going to be very developed. You're going to feel things deeply. Again, higher highs and lower lows than others. You have heightened perception and you're spiritual. So this perception will help you pick up on subtle things that many other people may not pick up on. So this is really useful at work, with building relationships, with sales, or with friendships, relationships. It's a really great gift to have that. And you're also very spiritual, likely, and you feel very connected to the elements, nature, water, and animals. You're also a natural healer. You are probably drawn to the healing arts, whether it's Reiki or some other kind of healing arts that helps people heal themselves. You might feel drawn to medicine or the allied health fields. You really don't like seeing human suffering and you want to help people get through pain or live healthier lives. And that makes you a really good fit for this industry. But be careful because there's also a lot of narcissists, covert narcissists in the industry. So be careful because covert narcissists will also blend in and kind of wreak some havoc. And of course, sensitivity is a strength, but it can also be a weakness if it's not managed properly. If your boundaries are not strong enough, if you're not trusting that intuition, if you're giving the wrong people the benefit of the doubt and pushing away the right people, that's going to be bad for you. And also when you take things too personally. And I've done all these things, so this is not pointing any fingers. I've allowed my boundaries to be too porous. I've allowed narcissists to take advantage of me. I've been bullied. And also, I've let my emotions get too much in control of me where I've said things that I regret. So it's very important to manage your emotions. And that's just part of being highly sensitive. Well, I hope this helped you. And let me know what you've done to develop your strengths as a highly sensitive person.